What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Shop Talk here at 31 Records, my record store in Houston, Texas. If I forgot to delete the first part where I messed up, that's pretty stupid. My bad. Yeah, man. Hope everybody's having a good day. Today, I want to talk about a couple things. None of it's like super crazy, but I found out that this magazine Razor Cake that I thoroughly enjoy, thanks to Kevin, also found out from Kevin that this still exists in print form. If you like fanzines, please go support these guys. It's accidental and coincidental that it matches my wall, but I like yellow a lot. But I'm gonna go get a subscription to this while they're still around, man. I love that kind of stuff. Reading is fun, and you can learn about a lot of underground music that way, especially with stuff like Razor Cake. Check out my nice Rancid shirt I got. Oh yeah. Anyways, dude, shout out to Kevin for coming by. He picked up some good records today. Bought a Misfits record from me. Really helped my weekend kind of, take shape financially. And he dropped off a couple things. He got this sweet-ass Red Cross tape for me. Or not got, but he brought it to me and gave it to me. And it's signed. Check it out. Any fans of Red Cross out there? Band I'm getting into. That's cool, man. I actually like signed stuff from people that aren't as famous as I do famous people because it's more obscure. Right? Is that weird? Why is the lighting changing so much on my camera? It's so strange. It's not even a camera, it's like a phone, but you know what I'm saying. And then Kevin knows I like to decorate my windows with flyers and stuff, so he brought me some stuff. He thinks that this is I would never ask somebody to bring me a negative approach flyer, like a real one. Holy shit. What the fuck? Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a second. Okay, so what just happened is I have a CD rack like this one on the wall that's behind where I'm filming, where my phone is at, and it's fastened into the wall. I don't know how, but the screws came out, and so somebody slammed the door. It shook the place a little bit, and I watched my CD cabinet go woo woo. I've got other shit on top of it. My photo of my kids, a little sugar skull, etc., some things. Fuck, dude, I can't have that thing falling over. I'm gonna have to get, I guess, some anchors to put in the drywall because I just screwed it in because I thought there's no reason to think it's gonna move much, right? Wrong. Put some drywall anchors in there, I guess. It's always something in here, right? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So he brought me this flyer, but he said it was like a 90s reproduction, which I think is still pretty cool because that means that it's like 30 years old. Don't buy stuff. Hold on. So he brought me some really cool ones, though. Misfits stuff. This is just stuff to put in my windows, man. How badass is this? Dude, what? Circle Jerk 7 seconds? How cool is that, man? That's so badass. Out Chicago. Let's see. I just told him, bring me some straight up copies, bro. This isn't, I'm not trying to sell these. These are just Washington, D.C. This is awesome, dude. Where's this one at? I don't know where this one's at. Anyways, I like this kind of stuff. And I asked him, I said, where can you get real flyers from? Don't buy that stuff off of eBay. Buy it on, well, I don't actually have the name of the websites, but there's websites. If you want the websites, let me know. I will get that information from people that I know that buy these things legitimately. But don't buy that stuff on eBay because people will just rip you off. I saw a guy made a comment about how he sold thousands of things on eBay and never had somebody scam him. And I'm like, man, dude, that's fortunate. And I mean, that's awesome. Good for him, dude. I'm not hating. People do that. People scam. People go and steal from you. Try to protect yourself from that. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. When you're running a store, you have to think outside the box. When you're running a digital store, you got to protect yourself, man. The fees are crazy, and I get it. The platform's big too, so like overall, if I could tell somebody, okay, so okay, so if you're trying to make a living selling records, right? You got to think you're only going to get about $8 to $10 a record typically, right? In profit, okay? So how many records do you have to sell? Don't forget to deduct the 15% from eBay, because you're going to end up wishing you had done that. And I'm not trying to persuade anybody one way or another to sell on eBay or not. If you want to sell on eBay or you want to buy on eBay, dude, straight up, go for it. Like I'm not saying not to do that. I'm just giving people my experience. I'm trying to be transparent and helpful. I think Discogs is pretty great. Oh, here's a bit of advice. I'm actually dealing with this right now. I might have mentioned this before. If I did, my apologies. I'm not trying to repeat myself over and over. But when you sell something in your store, or if you trade something to a friend, or you give it away, dude, pull it off your inventory. I don't know where this CD went that I've sold today, but I've been looking for it for a solid week, and I'm embarrassed that it's gone. But most people are pretty cool, but you know, I think I already mentioned this. Anyways, it's bothering me because I feel bad for the guy that bought it from me. Coincidentally, he's like less than an hour's drive from here, or maybe about an hour, and I told him, hey man, I live far from here too, but if you want to come in, I'll give you a discount, and if you don't want your money back, but you'd rather take something from my inventory, I'll give you like an additional 20%. So look around and find something, because you know, I want to make this dude happy and not pissed off and think I suck, because it was just an accident. But it was an accident, that's probably my fault, so I would like to fix it. But yeah, dude, today was cool, man. Kevin came in, hung out with Robert. Shout out to the dudes in Valhalla Cinema. They live pretty far too, so it's really nice to see them. Also, this lady's in here earlier, and right when I get here today, and she's talking to me, and she says, yeah, I think we saw each other somewhere, maybe at Alkaline Trio. And she's like, yeah, I'm Coconut Andy's wife. And I was like, holy crap, that's like a homeboy from way back, man. And he was back in the like the old Grave Robbers days, man, Grave Robbers house. So shout out to Coconut Andy and his lovely wife and her friend who was in here with her today and shopped. I apologize for forgetting the names. Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot going on right now. This is just kind of like a weekend recap. Oh, another cool story that happened today. It was actually really, really cool. So this guy's in here with his little boy, and they're looking and they're talking about shows, and I don't remember exactly what was said, but I need to start just putting my phone up here and like live streaming all day on Sunday. What do y'all think about that? I need to know. I need feedback on that. Sundays at the shop. It was my idea. That's what I was gonna call it, and then we were gonna do from like 2 p.m. to 6. Just live stream it, and if there's just nothing going on, I'll turn it off. But like, as long as I'm doing something, live stream. Maybe like 2 to 5, 3 hours on Sunday. There's no like super chats required. You want to do that, go for it. But it's like I'm not going to be really active in the chat. It's just a live stream, like a IRL type thing where we're in the store. You get to see me in my natural environment. You know, just clobbering around. And I'm kidding, of course, but like. See how I speak to people, what kind of deals I make, and how I buy things and sell things, and just really get a feel for what it's like to run a shop. And just, I don't know, I watch stuff like that sometimes. So the dude's in here, super nice guy, talking about what were we talking about first? I think Alkaline Trio is what we ultimately were talking about, and he mentioned his little boy had gone to see Streetlight Manifesto with him, and I was like, no, come on in. I'm filming, but as long as you don't mind I'm filming something, you're good. Yeah, no, by all means, man, come on in. What's up, little man?
I need to return that to you.
Oh, yes! I knew. I was like, why do I recognize this fella? Dude, nice. You put on your computer? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good. It's good listening.
Dude, you know what's crazy is yesterday the singer was in here randomly, right? Fun. And then a guy came in and picked up some 7-inch records, and one of them happened to be a Pride Kill 7-inch while he was in here. And I was like, that's weird. That's the guy that sings for the band. It was one of those weirdest interactions, man. It was cool. Yeah, what are y'all up to today?
We were just on the way to pick up my daughter, and I was like, hey, let's spin by and drop this off.
Nice.
Because I owed it to you. And I was just going to take a quick look before we take off.
Oh, dude, I'm here for a few more minutes, man. You're good, dude. I was just filming my end of the weekend like recap situation. I still got about 15 minutes before they're going to kick me out of here.
Awesome. Well, we will take that up.
Yeah, dude. By all means, let me know if you got a question.
All right.
Awesome. So this gentleman's in here with this kid, different gentleman, different child, But they're in here and they're shopping around, and he brings up Streetlight Manifesto, and I was like, when was that show? And he was like, I don't know, man, maybe a couple of years ago. And I'm literally looking up at this photo that was taken about 2 years ago of my daughter. And I was like, oh, hey, was it the show with Cadbite? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, in Houston, right? And he goes, yeah. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That's my daughter's first show. And he goes, wait a minute, it was her birthday, huh? And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, dude, we were hanging out at that show. And he goes, we were the only two people with kids. And I was like, oh my God, you know, it's just crazy that we've actually met. But he was in here because his buddy had come in here and then sent him to the shop. I don't know, it's just a small world. I thought it was an interesting little story. I have a lot of weird little coincidences happen when I'm in the store, and I don't really believe in coincidences per se. So I think it's all the universe putting us in the same room together on purpose. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting weekend. We made a little bit of money. What are y'all's thoughts on Record Store Day? I want to know in the comments, like, what do you think about Record Store Day? I personally don't partake in that whole thing, but I just read a whole, not a whole thread, I read part of a thread on Reddit about, there's like a whole culture of people that don't partake. I didn't know that. I thought that was like everybody's jam. So I think that if you want to partake, go for it. But the things that I was reading that were interesting to me were that it puts a strain on the supply chain, it reduces quality, which I never thought of, and it puts small record stores in financial, like, despair, I guess I'll say. It just, you know, you're required to buy a certain amount of stuff. You have to buy it. If you do buy it, you now own it. If you don't sell it, it's just dead inventory sitting in your store. That's why I don't participate, because I don't want to have to buy a bunch of records. They do require you buy minimums. It's like if you ever comic book shop, they have that comic book day thing, free comic book day. It's the same thing. None of that stuff's free to the store. The store pays for all of it. So when you get it, you're getting stuff that they bought. Also, if they make you buy a bunch of stuff, you know, you got to buy 10 of this or 20 of this. If you sell 3, you don't get your money back. You got to sit on a bunch of dead inventory. So it sucks. But I'd like to know everybody's opinion in the comments about Record Store Day. Have you got any cool stuff? Have you been burned? Because that's my biggest worry, is that I don't want my customers getting home and being like, oh man, I bought this, like, you know, special repress of whatever. I got home and it sounds like crap because it's on bad vinyl. It's a bad pressing. The mastering was terrible. Whatever the issue is, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know about. But I'm going to get out of here and chat with these dudes. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. We'll see you in the next one, okay? Okay, so I'm in the car real quick. I got sidetracked with the customer coming in a minute ago, and I forgot to tell you guys that Kevin donated some posters. All these posters in my back seat. There's probably like 8 of them in there, right? I'm going to give away some of those posters on Patreon soon. One of them is a really badass Jawbreaker poster. I think it's hand silkscreen. It looks like it is. And one of them is a Filmage Descendants. Is it Filmage or Filmage? I don't know how to say it. Whatever. It's the Descendants poster. There's some really cool posters in there, but those 2 really stuck out to me as ones that might be appreciated within my, you know, group of people. But yeah, man, it was really nice of him to drop those off. So I'm going to start putting together some stuff to give away. I'm pretty excited about doing that, man. I want to give back to my community, especially the community that is like really taking care of me. Yeah, man, I'm hungry right now. I was thinking about grabbing some chicken nuggets. I don't know, that's super not healthy, but you know, lately I have not been doing the healthy thing very well. Yeah, man, Record Store Day sucks, bro. The more I was thinking about it, I was talking to the guy in the store a minute ago, and like, all these big companies really just bully the little record labels and little record stores with giant unnecessary pressings of shit we don't need or want. And at the end of the day, the quality's not even that good. That's the biggest bummer, in my opinion, is that, like, you know, it's one thing. It's not even my biggest, actually. I own a label and a business, you know, record store. I should probably think of that stuff as the biggest. But I feel like you're really screwing the customer over when you give them, like, qualities, you know, like, when the quality is not good. I think you're really messing the customer over, and that's what we depend on to make a living. And that goes past just a small record store like mine. The manufacturers of the records, the people that work there have jobs because of customers. The labels, they have employees, they have jobs because of the people that are the SC customer fans of these bands. Bro, how are we screwing those people over and we don't even care? And by we, I don't mean me. I mean these giant, I just don't get it, man. It used to be cool. I remember when Record Store Day was cool. It was small, though. It was before records really popped back off. I mean, I'll give them that. You kind of can't blame them for wanting to go hard like that, but yeah, man. I'm going to come up with a cool topic next week for Shop Talk. I want recommendations. I want to know what you guys want me to talk about, because then I can come up with, you give me a topic, I can talk about it. So even if I have to do a little bit of research or something, but I think on the end of this, you know what? No, I'll do a separate video for this. Daniel from Die Young sent me some records. I mean, I bought them wholesale, whatever, right? But he sent me a box of the new Die Young. I think it's an EP. So I'm gonna bust that thing open and do a review of that this week. So got a lot of content coming for you, obviously, right? It's kind of what I do at this point. But anyways, get back to what you're doing. Sorry for taking up more of your time. Love you. All right, have a good day. Peace.